is super violate that like button. Jermaine, first and foremost, man, I don't know why y'all content creators out there, y'all YouTubers, y'all want to see me lose so bad that y'all sending out misinformation, false information. Maino duck the fade. Maino duck the fade. If you don't believe me, just reach out to Hocus for a Fifth. I'm from Castle Hill. I'm from Soundview. What, you want me to put up the screenshot? The boxing committee was trying to get in contact with Maino, and Maino said, no, we'll take it to the streets on the street corner. Now, see, here's the thing, Maino, right? You got live wires around you. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I got live wires around me. We meet up in the corner in the streets, and with the caliber of niggas you got and the caliber of niggas I got, neither one of us is going to have a career no more. Neither one of us. We already know that. The only reason why I called you out for a fair one, Maino, was because the things that you industry niggas hide behind is the fact that y'all say, I'm outside. Maino, you have no choice but to be outside. If you do not go in them clubs and collect that little $2,500 that they paying you to get on the stage, if you don't go outside, there is no more career for you. The music industry is over. You gatekeepers and you niggas that party with the gatekeepers, y'all let them close the door on everybody else. The door has been closed to the industry. There is no more money coming through the industry. So you dudes have to be in the club looking stupid at 50 years old. Now, let me correct something, right? Because y'all twisting my words. I never said that you can't perform rap at 50. Jadakiss bodied the whole Dipset on the verses and had half of America going crazy. That was the illest. You can still, I guarantee you, listen, I put my life on it. I put my life on it. If Busta Rhymes hit the stage and perform live at the Super Bowl, it's probably going to be one of the best performances you ever seen in your life. You know why? Because the nigga is animated and he performs for the crowd. You dudes stood on a stage, 30 deep, looking dusty, performing a song that nobody was singing the lyrics to. You so outdated. You got new music. Personally, one of my favorite songs, besides the yellow tapes that you did with Uncle Murder, was Jermaine. That song right there is hitting. I like Jermaine. I like that song. But you standing on a stage, right? And you performing. I'm saying that the performance looked whack. It looked disgusting. And niggas on the stage it made me want to throw my Pele Peles and my Avorexes in the garbage. Because when all of you niggas stopped wearing Peles and Avorexes, I was the only one still wearing it. For 10 years on social media, I helped them shits to come back. And then when the Harlem niggas started wearing it again, and shout out to Dice Pesos be looking fly in his shit. Some of the rest of y'all dudes be like, you ever seen a dude, you can put a fly outfit on him, and the nigga still look dusty? Some of you dudes was up there looking like that. And I'm looking at the stage, I'm looking at the scenery, and it's like, ew? I'm not saying that dudes can't perform. I am a fan of hip-hop. I come from the first family of hip-hop. This is why y'all shaming me. Africa Bambaataa. Maino, you victim shaming. But here's the thing that's confusing me, Maino, about you victim shaming and you gay bashing. You're gay bashing, right? The thing that's confusing me is that another victim that's been antagonized, allegedly, and blackballed and pressured into sexual acts with a man is Little Rod. Little Rod comes out and tell his story about what Diddy did to him. And the first thing you did was come to the rescue in the aid of a gay man, P. Diddy. And I don't understand that. You sending mixed signals because you party with Diddy with your shirt off out and your nipples out. You be at Diddy's parties with your shirt off and your nipples out and baby oil all in his bathroom. And you went to the radio station and you went at Little Rod on the radio station in front of the whole world, protecting a gay man, but you on the internet bashing me for what Africa Bambaataa did to me as a child, my nigga? How do you explain that? You were confusing. Then you got niggas on the internet, like, I don't even understand. Are you for the gay community? Or are you against the gay community? Because you see me home with my wife and my kids all the time. That's why y'all say he don't be coming outside. We don't never see that nigga because I'm always with my wife. But the nigga that you defended is always with boys to men, boys to men, ABC, BD. The nigga that you hanging out with, he used to go to sleep and wake up in the same bed with Usher. This is my confessions. Rumors had it Usher had to go to the hospital because P. Diddy let it burn. But that's what you defending. So you sending out mixed signals, my nigga. I'm a little bit confused, but Maino, you supposed to be smarter than that, Maino. Maino, you know there's a lot of dudes that went through what I went through in the streets. That's why how Jay-Z said broke niggas don't want no cash. They just want to kill. That's why. Because they can't tell the world. Because men like you shamed them. And then you got the audacity. You had the nerve enough to get on YouTube with help and try to jump me. Maino, you're right. I do need counseling. You brought a commissary counselor to the ring instead of you reaching out to Angela Yee or the Breakfast Club or some of them dudes at the radio station and getting a real counselor and saying, yo, Hassan Campbell, I'm giving you an invitation to come on our platform to sit down with this counselor so we can figure out what's going on with you. Maino, you was in a position to reach out to me and say, yo, we're going to get you some real help. You went and got me a commissary KSAP counselor, a jailhouse nigga? Are you serious? When you in a position to actually help change my life, Maino, you were in a position to help change my life and 1 million other victims. You could have really went and got a counselor. You have the power to go get a counselor. But instead, your ego was in the way because you realize that my number one beef and what I stand for, which I try to confuse my message, is because the streets take daddies away from their babies and lead them to the penitentiary or early grave. And this is the reason why dudes like Africa Bambaataa can do the things that he did to me as a child. And then I got to keep silent and I got to wait till I'm a grown man to tell. Because he had dudes around him that was like you, that got busy. I'm not saying that Maino don't get busy. I'm just saying that there's a chink in your armor, my nigga. Like Rod Diggs, for example. How you lying? You think you can't erase history. Rod Diggs made a song the same way you made rumors, dissing the whole industry. Rod Diggs said that he heard that you ratted. That's what started the beef. The song is still on the internet, my nigga. And that's where y'all beef started. Rod Diggs beat your brother up in the bathroom. He knocked your brother out in the bathroom. Your brother was in the bathroom. Rod Diggs walked past you in the club. You went to go retrieve your brother. He went out the club. Am I lying? You really gonna say that I'm lying? Do you realize that you got people in your crew that I know? And we already had this discussion and they took up for you in the discussion and made it clear it really did happen. But Rod Diggs didn't, because I had it a little confused that he stepped to you too. No, he didn't step to you. He knocked your brother out and walked past you out of the club, and you went to go pick your brother up. And nothing ever happened after that, my nigga. And this is when Maino was Maino, Jermaine. Stop playing with me. Maino, do you realize that Pretty Black is angry that you getting on the internet and you denouncing that fight happened between you and him in that club? Do you realize that he's mad? You know that the night when he set it on you and you thought he snatched your chain, but your chain came off inside your shirt and you still had your chain? Do you realize that there was niggas there that I know that was there? Do you know that, Maino, do you know that I spent a lot of summers in Coney Island? And those Coney Island niggas know that you told? Do you realize Pretty Black is tight, Maino? He's upset. He's not feeling the fact that you're lying. You told, my nigga. But it ain't even about that. I don't even care. I don't even care about that. It is what it is. The bottom line to it is, I got a problem with old dudes misleading the youth. That's why you don't see Big Daddy Kane no more. You think Kane still can't rap? He's still performing. Warm it up, Kane. Warm it up, Kane. Warm it up, Kane. You think I wouldn't go to a concert and watch Big Daddy Kane? Come, get some, you little bum. You think I wouldn't watch Rakim? Follow the leader, Rakim say. I'm the microphone fiend after 12. I'm worse than the gremlin. Feed me hip-hop and I start trembling. You think I wouldn't love to see KRS-One on stage even though he broke my heart? The bridge is over. The bridge is over. You think I wouldn't love to see these dudes perform? I'm not saying that you can't rap at 50. I'm saying that you dudes are the oldest young niggas on the internet. And let me address you, internet dude. Matter of fact, Maino, you know one thing I love that you said? Maino said, I didn't say, well, actually, I've been saying this, but Maino said it too. And I just watched the reel. Maino said, one thing I'm not doing is addressing a nigga that still lives with his mother. Maino, you 110% right, but I'm going to elaborate on that even more. Not only am I not addressing a nigga that still lives with his mother, I'm not even addressing a nigga that still live in the same neighborhood for the last 40 years. If you still live in the same neighborhood, you didn't even venture off to different states, cities, towns, boroughs, you still living in the same neighborhood? At 40 and 50 years old, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. I didn't come up on this internet with 1,000 different niggas to beef with you, Maino. I came up here by myself. You doing videos with a bunch of different niggas because you ain't got no confidence in yourself. But I understand because you looking at the numbers and you seeing within 24 hours, I got almost 100,000 views, 94,000 views. And within 24 hours in this discussion, but then we go to your YouTube page. You've been in the game for 20 years, rock stages and performed with some of the best of the best. And then I go over to your YouTube page. It's safe to say you was defeated by a YouTube nigga. And all you dudes out there running your mouths and the little slick shit y'all saying, listen, let me say something to y'all, right? To you content creators. It doesn't matter how long you've been on YouTube. But if you've been on YouTube for 3 years, 2 and 3 years or better, 2 and 3 years or better, there's no excuses for you, my nigga. When I came on YouTube, I surpassed Doggy Diamonds. No disrespect to them. It's just what it is, what it is. I surpassed Doggy Diamonds. He was on YouTube longer than me. I surpassed Gully TV. He was on YouTube longer than me. I surpassed Sonetta. I surpassed Queen's Flip. I surpassed everybody. Even like brothers like Brother Sanchez. And as a matter of fact, Brother Sanchez highlighted me. I think I might be wanting to do some content with you. It's time to bring some of the intellectual minds out. Yeah. So when niggas be sitting up there talking about, oh, the only reason why niggas is shining because they've been on YouTube longer than me. No, I keep myself relevant. And you know why you niggas ain't growing? All you niggas on YouTube, that Maino don't even respect you niggas. He don't even, listen to how he talk. If he's talking down at me and I'm successful, some of you niggas ain't even making $3,000 a month off of YouTube. What you think he think about you? I'm not even, if you niggas don't make at least $10,000 a month off YouTube, I'm not even addressing you. If you don't have 100,000 followers, if you've been on YouTube for more than 2 years and you ain't got 100,000 followers, I'm not even addressing you. I'm not even addressing you. Y'all niggas is the jealousy that's spewing out of you niggas. The reason why YouTube is failing now and everybody's numbers is going down because all of you niggas came in a lane that I created. I brought more niggas on this internet than anybody in the history of YouTube. I influenced more in YouTubers than the history. And let me say this, Maino. YouTubers, content creators is making more than you rappers. The rap game, content creators is making more than you rappers. That's why you see niggas like Cam and Mace doing it now. Gilly been doing it. Now Wallow out here killing it. That's why you see all the football players and every athlete and rappers, every battle rappers. I'm Big Math Hoffa. I birthed you, nigga. My crowd made your audience. Now you running around, you spreading. I ain't gonna even go into you, Math. Shout out to that young lady you took to get ice cream. We just went to go get ice cream. You got a whole real victim out there that you took to get ice cream. You can't produce not one person, not one woman, man, or child that I did anything to. But you? That's my take on the situation. I ain't going to keep coming back and forth and going back and forth. Maino, I don't hate you, my nigga. My job is not to destroy you. I don't hate you, my nigga. I would love for you to actually reach out and give me an opportunity to come on the Breakfast Club and actually be with a counselor so that we can give some healing to these young boys that you making fun of. Because when you make fun of me, Africa Bambaataa didn't do nothing to me as an adult. He did something to me as a child. But what he did to me as a child will never go away. It broke me. You can never fix the pieces of what he did. And there's millions and millions and millions of other little boys out there that went through what I went through. And you shaming them, my nigga? You shaming them? Don't never try to take away from my message. Every day I got somebody in my DM talking about I saved them with my message. I use you rappers as a way to stay relevant so I could keep on getting rest and coming back to the battlefield fighting this fight. You niggas sitting up there talking about, do you realize that one of the victims that's taking the group X-Clan to court? Do you realize one of the victims that's taking X-Clan to court? Protected by the red, the black, the green, Sister Patrice? She came out on my platform, my nigga. Do you realize I've worked with some of the victims of Dr. York, a man that got over 144 years plus 7 life sentences because he copped out? He didn't blow trial. He copped out. Do you realize that I've worked with some of his victims? Do you realize that I got plaques for doing events with Star? For going out there and putting my face on the front line and being a voice to inspire other children to tell their story? Imagine if you grown men stop leading children to the penitentiary in an early grave. I see why Nas said back in the days, somehow the rap game remind me of the crack game. You rappers have become worse than drug dealers. And just to set the record straight, Maino, I don't dress like rappers. I dress like the nigga that used to extort rappers. His name was B.O. Come from the first family of hip-hop. A legend. That's who I mimic. That's who I walk like. That's who I talk like. Well, I talk like myself, but that's, if anybody that I mimic, it wasn't the rappers. It was the nigga that used to rob the rappers. I was raised not to respect the rappers. I was never meant to be a groupie, my nigga. It is what it is, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. To all the mothers and fathers out there, it's safe to say it ain't safe outside. Keep your kids out of the streets. These dudes glorify the streets, but the truth of the matter is, Jermaine, you moved out of Brooklyn. Just to name yourself the king of Brooklyn? No, you the king of Jersey, my nigga. Rep the suburbs. You became a suburban nigga just to rep the hood? Make that make sense. In life, we supposed to elevate. In life, the caterpillar is supposed to turn into a butterfly. But when it comes to you rappers and you street niggas, the grown man turns into the oldest young nigga. Make that make sense. I'm out.
We